Welcome back everyone. Quickly, let's continue our discussion on HTML input types, and right now we'll be discussing about the HTML input type of range. So the HTML input type of range defines a control for entering a number whose exact value is not important, like a slider control. The default range is 0 to 100. However, you can set restrictions on what numbers are accepted with the min, max, and step attributes. So I'm going to demonstrate how this works quickly so you can understand. They said it defines a control for entering a number whose exact value is not important, like a slider control. So I'm going to show you how this works quickly now. Let's get back to our document. Now let's create another. Let's create double br tag times 2 so our document can look neat. And now let's create our input right here. Our label first. Label for volume. Let's say I will write number also, but let's write volume. Let's be identified. Let's be specific now. Let's write number volume. Label input type of range, right? Number range. Let's use range. Let's leave it in that manner for volume, right? Let's leave it in that manner. Range input. So I'm going to, because when we are specific, it's going to make our document look neat more better. Number, you can just specify id of volume right here. You understand? So now the name can be, you can give it volume input or whatever. Let's just give it volume input. If you like, you can give it like that. So I just keep it in that manner so we can recognize what we are doing. You guys should know much more about all this I'm specifying right here, because we have been discussing about this so far. So right here, what we want to use is input type of range, not number. Sorry. So range input. This is range input, not number input. So this range input, as you can see, this range input, we use it to do what? To control the volume. This one, you are going to see how it looks by default. So now let's reload our document. Can you see our range? Our range is having this slider that you can slide, go up and down. That is the main benefit of using the input type of range. So we can remove all this so you can see it clearly, so that you can know that all these things, they are just for decorations for it, and the other things, maybe you want to send the data to the server. Can you see the input type of range itself is this? So and we can slide it, you can take it to anywhere we want. We can specify the value also. So now let's get back to our business quickly. We have specified the volume and the value. Let's control it using min max. We have discussed about this in our previous tutorial. Let's say the minimum we can say, let's give it 30. The minimum range we want to give it by default is 30, and the maximum by default is 100. Maximum by default is 100. And also we can specify step. Is you can't, is the way we want it to fast. Let's say we want it to slide fastly or quickly, like 4. Let's go, let's see what will happen. Let's display the value also. Let's reload it first. Let's see, maybe we can display the value somehow. Value again, the default value also, let's give it 30. You can't display it right here. As you can see, the value is not matter for now right here, but we can use the value to send something to the server. But I've discussed about that in our previous tutorial, but I'm still going to do that later. So now let's see. Can you see the way it's jumping? Can you see the way it's jumping when we are dragging it? Can you see the way it's jumping? So let me show you something more. The range value, the volume, let's say we want it to shift by 10. We are going to see what we have. Let's reload our document. Can you see the way it's jumping? It is jumping when I'm dragging it. See the distance. Let me drag. Can you see the distance? Can you see the distance? Can you see? So let me give it so you can understand this clearly. It will be jump, like it will jump. Let's give it 50. It will jump 2 times. Definitely it will jump 2 times. Let's reset. Let's come back. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see the way it's jumping? So that is the benefit of using this. It's very, very sensitive. If you can make use of it, let's give the minimum as 0 so we can come from, so that it can look nice for us. One, two, one, two. Can you see the 2 times? It doesn't jump 3 times. So let's cut it. Let's give it minimum of 30. So they can jump at least. Can you see? Can you see the way it's jumping? So when you specify the sorry, let's specify the step here. Minimum of step by 30. Step by 30. We are going to see how it's going to jump like three times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The step is very good using the step to control the jumping. So as you can see, people, it will do somehow when you are holding it. So you are going to understand what I'm talking about. If you can practice this, it's going to be benefit. You are going to have a lot of benefit from it. And if you want to send the value out, so let's say it is on some, let me increase it. Let me submit this value for now, so you can see what I'm talking about. Let me add a submit button right here. Input type of submit. We have used this in our previous tutorial, so I'm going to break it here times 2. I've discussed about this also. So now let's say we want to submit this, right? Let's just clear all this for now because we don't need them yet. We want to see the value of the thing. Now let's increase it. Let's see the value. Let's submit it. Can you see we're having volume input 30 value. So let's increase it again and reload. Firstly, let's reload and increase it like that. I'm going to see it's going to be 60. Can you see? This is 60. It's heading there gently. So, and when we increase it again, it's going to be 90. Can you see from 30? Because we said it's to start, minimum is 0 to 30, 30 to 90, and 30 to 60, 60 to 90. When we submit it, it's going to be 90. Can you see? So we are taking our value also. So it's very, very sensitive, and you can specify a lot of things with it. You can use a lot of things with this. You can specify the default value for it also, but we are not here to do that. Let's do that also. Let's say the default value is 30, or the default value is 40. So whenever people open this, let's reset it. Can you see this is the default value of 40. When we submit it, it's going to be 40. That is going to happen. No, this is 30. Sorry, because we have said that the minimum should be 3, right? The minimum, because we are using different type of thing to control this thing right now. So we said it should jump by 30. So the jump, now we can remove this jump so that it can work with it. If you notice very well, here, right here also, no one use step there, because the step will not let it count to reach up to that 40 that you specify there. So now let's reload our document. If you can practice it, you are going to get the point very well. As you can see, let's say when we are default value, it's going to be what? It's going to be, let's send it. Can you see we are having 40? So if you try this, you can understand it better, because practice makes perfect. Try to use it gently and try it. And what akorede ayofe is my name. I wish to see you guys next time to the next tutorial